All right, everybody. Today, what we're going to do is build a city. So, the first thing that I need you to do is on your piece of paper, you need to have a 1 inch river that goes either north to south or east to west. Either one is fine. You need a bridge that crosses the river, and you need 4 roads leading to the bridge. From wherever, it's up to you. This is your town. You can include a coastline if you want. If you don't want, that is also fine. Once you are done with that, continue to the next slide and the timing will begin. All right, here's how this is going to work. I'm going to say a little story. It's going to be adorable. Afterwards, I'm going to tell you to draw something, and then you draw it. After that, the presentation will move automatically to the next slide, where you will hear more parts of the story and you will have to draw more things. So here's the first round. It's a very simple one, no big deal. It is now 1750. At this time in America, most people lived in small cities near the coast. An enterprising young capitalist group, that's you, decides to invest money in a small shipping industry, and you make a crap ton of money. Heck yeah, money is the most important thing in the world. People all around the area go through your company when shipping goods to Europe. Since you invested your money, you made hecka money. So, because you made all this money, what I want you to do is build yourself a nice home. Use the key above to see what a home looks like, but make it nice. Put some effort into it. Make it bigger than there aren't any other homes right now. So just make your one nice house. It's now 1800. A whole bunch of businesses doing all sorts of crap have started moving into your city. And so you need to have houses to accommodate the people that are there. So build 5 more. All right, 20 years have passed, so it's 1820 now. That's how math works. The people of your village need a bit more food and goods to start meeting the needs of all the people that are moving there. Coincidentally, some crazy stuff is happening around this time. First, a number of new mechanical inventions for farms are developed. You got things like the steam plow, the mechanized thresher, things that help people make more food. Also, interstate trade starts getting bigger. So, what I need you to do is add 5 more houses to your town. I need you to add a road that goes from north to south, a railroad, railroad, goes from north to south, and a canal that connects your river to either the north portion of your town or the south portion of your town. It's up to you. right, so the Industrial Revolution is about to kick off. It's 1830, and Eli Whitney, in all his majesty, has created the cotton gin. Oh, yeah. So, we have the amount of cotton that we're producing skyrocketing, and you need to have a building to compensate for that. Because of the tariff of 1828, the South was forced to buy goods created in the North, so you're getting even more money. So, what you need to do is add a factory. Look at the key above to see what a factory looks like, but this is a textile factory and needs to be placed on the riverbank to power it. There shouldn't be any smoke coming from this factory because it's powered by the river. All right? Also, you have to have people working at your factory. So you need to add 5 more houses to house your workers. So this factory has blown stuff up. It's 1835 now. 5 more years have passed. We need more people, and your town is not becoming a little hovel anymore. It is starting to become kind of a big deal. And the people that are there need certain things. Not only do they need places to live, but they need places to chill and buy stuff and talk about Jesus, of course. So you need to add 5 houses, again, a church, a pub, and a store. You can draw roads to connect that stuff to where it needs to go, but you also need to make sure that your river has another bridge crossing it to make sure people can get to where they're going. We making money now. It's 1840 now, and the profits from that textile factory are freaking crazy, bruh. So new businessmen from Europe are trying to come to your city to get in on some of that action, and they kind of want to start competing with you, which kind of sucks, but the more the better. So we need factories. We need hecka factories. We need 5 of them. Keep in mind that these are textile factories. They need water power, so they need to be built on the river. So have yourself a little industrial district, and more people are coming and moving to the town, so you need to add 5 more houses yet again. All right, it's 1845, and the surrounding areas are not doing as well as you because you have a lot of work available. People are flooding to your area to try and get employed. You don't have enough room, though, to house all these people, so you need a new type of building to make sure that you can shove all of these workers into one giant box. So you need to build 5 tenements. Tenements are these giant apartment like complexes. They're communal living spaces. Every floor is going to have a separate bathroom, and it's going to be pretty disgusting. Dozens of families are going to live in this one really tall, crazy building. It is 1850. We need more stuff for all the workers who are coming in. They need to eat because that's kind of necessary for life. They need to be able to shop for stuff because that's also necessary for life. They're just buying stuff to eat. They also need to drink because if you're working as much as these people are working, they need a break. They need some beer. Stat. And they also need to like Jesus more. You can't fit all the people in the town into one Jesus zone, so we need to get another one. We also have some rich people here, so we need a school. So, one store, one pub, one church, and one school to hopefully satiate these ravenous people. It's 1855. Now, the thing that you're looking at might say it's 1782, but that's because the person who wrote it was drunk. And speaking of drunk, the hours that the people are working at our myriad of factories are working so ludicrously long that they need a break. The average workday begins at 6 a.m. and ends at 9 p.m. Whoo, buddy. There's a 30-minute break for lunch. That's nice. But if you're working in a textile factory all day, you need to chill out afterward. And so you need to have a variety of different chill-in locations for people. And so we need two, count them, two more pubs. And because of all the pubs, during this time, alcohol begins to be consumed in record amounts. People need that booze to cope with how sucky it is to work in your town. So there's some bad stuff happening in your factories. The working conditions are very, very bad, and so are the living conditions in like the tenements. Lots of people are contracting diseases, and lots of people are getting severely injured from industrial accidents. So we have like children inside of machinery getting, ripped to shreds. Women, if they had long hair, it could totally get caught in the machinery and, pulled out. That's really, really bad. And so, what we need is a place to take care of these people, and when we inevitably cannot take care of them, a place to throw their corpses. So, you need to add a hospital and a cemetery. Good thing there's a lot of people who still want jobs, though, so we'll just replace them. Those filthy Southerners will not give up their slaves. And so we got to go to war. We are now in the deadliest war in American history, the Civil War. It's the deadliest because we were killing each other. And the generals that we have kind of have this strategy of sending wave after wave of men to just die until the Southerners give up. And so we have a lot of people dying. A lot of people dying. We also have some people who, for some reason, disapprove of the war, and President Lincoln has ordered those people to be thrown in prison. So I need you to add 3 more cemeteries to house all of the dead, and a jail to house these criminals who dare speak against the war. How dare they?
So all of these factories that we've been building has put a bunch of soot in people's lungs. We don't have any controls on the factories and how much pollution they're creating. Everything's covered in soot. The river that flows through your village has unfit drinking water. You can't bathe in it or do your laundry because it's black. We have black lung destroying people's lungs. People start growing tumors. It's ridiculous. The average life expectancy of a poor worker is 30. Ugh. Your city's overcrowded. It's covered in smoke. Life is a nightmare. People hate it and they start killing themselves as a result. The suicide rate doubles in 1866 and then triples again. And so we need some things to take care of these people. We need some hospitals to treat their lungs. Specifically, we need 2 more. 2 more hospitals.
Hey, the Transcontinental Railroad has been completed. That's fantastic. Now we can get around to lots of places. So people are going to start coming to the city and hopefully cleaning it up. And it'll be nice times for everyone. I need you to add 1 railroad line connecting your factories to the west. That's going to be to the left. Okay? 1 railroad, that's all. Oh my god, we've reached the Gilded Age and everything is chaos. It's 1875 and people have been inventing things like crazy. It's ridiculous. We got the steam drill, we got the Bessemer process, we got oil all over the place, and people, because of the railroad, are flooding into your city and building factories like madmen. Oh my gosh. Add 10 factories. They need to have smoke. Add smoke to all other pre existing factories because we're burning coal like crazy. Also, we have some people getting completely rich. So I need you to add two nicer houses that show how much these people are making money. But don't forget, we could shove all the poor in those stinking tenements. As if things weren't crazy already. Oh my god, it's 1880 and you just found coal in your town. Everybody needs coal. It's the most important thing in the world right now. You need to add two new coal mines and you need to upgrade your old wooden bridge to a new steel bridge. There's nothing in the key for that. Just make it look fancier. Hey, Thomas Edison comes along and makes a nice marketed light bulb and starts spreading electricity all over the place. We got Nikola Tesla helping everybody with alternating current, and so we have some lights that we can put all around the place. Also, it's really nice to have electric lights because it helps curb all the crime that's become rampant in your city because everything is terrible. So, there's nothing in the key for this, but I feel like you know what streetlights look like. I want you to draw streetlights all over your town, especially lining the business and community streets. Industry keeps getting bigger and we need more workers, and so what we need is children. They're small enough to get into the machinery. We've been using them for a while, but we need more now. We need people working as long as they possibly can. And so what we need is two more factories. But the unfortunate side effect of all these horrible working conditions is that people keep dying, and so I guess we can add another cemetery to house the dead. Give me your tired, your poor, your huddled masses yearning to breathe free. Immigration wave has hit America in 1900. We have so many people coming to America. We've got so many new machines. We have to build so many things. We have some moderately rich people, so we need 10 houses, but we also have all these immigrants that don't have any money because they just have nothing. So we need 10 more tenements. They need supplies, so we need to have 2 stores. They all have different weird religious beliefs that we've never seen before, so we need a church. And business keeps booming. We need 5 more factories. We also need another pub because, oh man, we need to drink. We need to drink. And because there's just one guy making all the money, we need one huge, nice, beautiful house. Adorn it with jewels, have all sorts of real nice stuff on it. From all of this crazy building, all of this crazy industrialism, and all of the hard work of a lot of people, we start seeing the emergence of what we call the middle class. And the middle class, in addition to the regular stuff that they do, they want some entertainment. There's new cultural things available to them. Things like museums, theaters, operas, restaurants, all sorts of things like that. Used to be only the mega wealthy could go to the theater and do stuff like that. But now we have all sorts of folks going to it. So I want you to add a museum, 2 theaters, 2 private schools. I know there's nothing on the key to show that it's private, but I think you can probably think of a way to make the school private instead of public. And 3 skyscrapers. They just need to be real big buildings. Big old huge super tall buildings, taller than the rest of the buildings in your city. Same kind of look as the other buildings, but tall as heck. Look at them. They're huge. The progressive movement is in full swing, and a lot of these groups of women and people who are progressive minded don't like the fact that we've been drinking so much. And so people like the Women's Christian Temperance Union, the Anti Saloon League, all these folks make it so the workers can't enjoy a nice brewski after beer. And so they've enacted prohibition. They've banned alcohol. And so every pub that you've built, that you've slaved over to make all of your citizens happy, close them all. I'm so sorry. And with that, we've reached the end of the Gilded Age, and we're mostly in the progressive era now. So that is the end of the urban game, and your city should look pretty crazy, really. And so you can stop there. I do want to see your drawings, as you'll see when you progress through the activity. Once you hit next, there's going to be a few questions about your experience. If you want to show me your city, I would greatly appreciate it. If you did it on a physical piece of paper, you can hand it to me. Or if you did it digitally, you can email it to me. Or if you want, you can take a picture of it with your phone and send it to me. As long as I get some sort of copy of your city, you'll get some extra credit for participating in the game. Thanks, guys.